Are you looking to grow your real estate business this year? If so, this is the third video in a series that you're going to want to watch. In the third video, I'm going to be covering one of the most important aspects of your marketing that you're probably missing. Check it out. Hello and welcome. My name is Kevin Smullin with 2Q Lead Generation Strategies. And if you were brand new to the channel, welcome. We're glad you're here. What we're all about is we help real estate agents just like you generate more leads and convert more of them so that you have more transactions for your business using things like Facebook, YouTube, and social media. So if you would like more tips and more strategies on how to grow your business and generate more leads, this is the place to be. Consider subscribing. We'd love to have you as part of our community. In today's video, we are doing video number 3 in a series of how to grow your real estate business. If you've missed the previous 2 videos, you'll want to check those out. I'll put a link right up here. And those videos, what we're talking about is how to generate more leads and how to convert those leads. Those were the first 2 videos that we talked about. Today's video is the third part of the series, and it's an equally important one, and that is how to market to your past clients and to your sphere of influence. So basically, we're talking about relationship marketing. So the reason why this is so critical is because most agents that I know and talk to, when I ask them where the majority of their business came from, most agents are saying that 60–70% of their business is coming from their relationships, their past clients, their sphere of influence. And then I'll ask them, great, if that's where your business is coming from, what are you doing to market to those people? And usually 3 out of every 4 times I ask that question, the person is saying, I'm not doing anything. So it's a huge disconnect if you want to grow and scale your business, simply because if most of your business is coming from this source and you're not doing anything to market to those people, that's a huge problem. Now, I'm going to show you one of the preferred methods that we use to market to this group of people, and I think you're absolutely going to love it. So with that, I am going to go ahead and share my screen. Now, Facebook has an option. So the first thing is you want to create a business manager account on Facebook if you don't already have one. If you have one, it'll look something like this. You can tell if you have one or not just by going to business.facebook.com. That's where it would tell you if you had one because it would automatically log you in. If you don't have one, then you can set one up right there. So business.facebook.com. Once you've gone there and set one up, there's this section called audiences inside your business manager account. And one of the cool things, and a lot of people don't know that this is even possible, is that you can take a list of your past clients, your sphere of influence, whatever list you want to include, and we're going to create a custom audience. And you can see right here that I can upload a list of people and we can run ads directly to that list. So this is an extremely powerful feature to be able to help you stay in touch with your past clients and your sphere of influence in a very simple way. So when we upload a customer list, you do need to have all of that data on a spreadsheet. So I've gone ahead and prepared the spreadsheet just in the interest of time for this video. But you'll notice that the key information that we need is we need either a phone number and or an email address. So when users are creating accounts on Facebook, what they're primarily using to create those accounts is their phone number and their email address. And so that is how Facebook matches people. Now, when you're doing this, since Facebook is matching on a global basis, it's a global platform, there's some things that you need to put into your CSV file to make sure that it is formatted correctly for Facebook. So one of the things is Facebook wants to have a column that says what country they're in. So even if they're all in the US, it doesn't matter. Facebook wants to see that data. The other thing that is really important is that phone numbers need to have a country code in front of them. So you'll notice what I've done in this spreadsheet is here, there's this column for phone numbers. And then I've just added an additional column. I've called it FB phone, Facebook phone. And that tells me that this column has the country code in front of it. And so that's what is primarily important is you want to have the phone number with the country code and then a separate column for the country. If you've got that, your spreadsheet is ready to upload. So here's what we do. As we upload this list, right, I am just going to tell Facebook, no, I don't have a column for customer value as far as how much money someone has spent with me. And they've changed these screens just recently. So if you've watched previous videos and you're saying, why is this different? Just within the last week or so, they've changed, Facebook changed these screens. So here I'm going to select where my file is. And I just put it on the desktop. So we'll just go ahead and use that one. And then it's going to ask me to name my audience. You can call this whatever, right? So I can just call this my contact list. I can call it my SOI. I could call it whatever. And then the last step is just mapping the data. So you'll notice here in this column, Facebook gives us the columns that are mapped. And then here it tells us action needed for any of the other ones. So I'm going to go to that section first. So since this column is the first name, I'm just going to tell Facebook that's what it is. This column is the last name. I'm going to tell Facebook that's what it is. This is the phone number that I have specifically formatted for Facebook. So I'm going to tell Facebook that that's the phone number. And then the rest of this is just empty data that I don't really need. So now these are the ones that are mapped. Facebook knows this is the first name. This column is the last name. You can have up to 3 phone numbers and 3 email addresses per person in your spreadsheet. So even though this one isn't mapped correctly, because I only have 2 phone numbers on the spreadsheet, I'm going to leave it that way anyway. It may just help me get more matches. And then I've got everything else mapped. Date of birth I don't need, so I'm just going to put do not upload. And that spreadsheet is now ready. So I'm just simply going to hit upload and create. And now that is all set up. So I can now use this audience to create an ad. And that's where this gets really cool, is you can send an ad out just to this audience of people. And just for the sake of having this go quickly, I'm not really going to worry about formatting. I'm going to assume you've seen plenty of videos where I've walked people through the ad process. Now here in the audience section, you're going to go to custom audiences, and because I said I wanted to create an ad using that list, it already populated it in there for me. But all you have to do is come here to custom audiences, click on that area, and here's that one that I just uploaded, plus the other custom audiences I've created. So with that, I can now send out an ad to this group of people. And one of the things that's really cool is that typically Facebook charges about 1 cent per impression, meaning about 1 cent every time the ad is shown. So that list that I just uploaded, it was about 379 people. Now, since it's costing about 1 cent per impression, I could spend about $4 to $5 and make sure everybody on that list saw my ad, and they would probably see it a couple of times. So it's extremely inexpensive, right? If you had a list of 400 or 500 people and you were doing direct mail, which I know a lot of you are probably doing, think about what that direct mail is costing you, right? It's probably costing you at a minimum of at least 50 cents per person when you figure postage and printing costs, right? So for 50 cents a person, if you have a list of 400 people, that's going to cost you $200 to mail that audience just once. Here on Facebook, for just a fraction of the cost, right, for just pennies, I can make sure that these people see it, and they see it multiple times. And then the other thing that's cool about this is I'm not limited to just what's on a postcard. People can see pictures and videos, and I can send them to a website, and I can do all kinds of really cool things. So I've put together this document. In fact, this document, if you want it for free, I'll put a link to it down in the description. You can go download it for free. But it's a document that shows 13 different samples of posts that my clients have done for this group of people that have performed really, really well. And it'll kind of break down each one and tell you what the purpose of each is. And it's just a really great document to help you with your strategy. But it's a fantastic way for you to help stay in front of this audience of people that are your most profitable. This is where most of your repeat business comes from. This is where most of your referral business comes from. And so I would tell anybody, if you are not marketing to your past clients in your sphere of influence, then you are missing out. Those relationships are your competitive advantage. as the industry trends towards like the iBuyers and people buying properties online and selling their properties online. Relationships are something that these companies cannot duplicate. And so this is your competitive advantage. This is why you need to be doing something to market to this group of people so that things don't happen to you. One of the things I hear all the time from people is, Kevin, my neighbor across the street just listed their home with someone else. Or my brother-in-law just bought a home and used a new agent, used a different agent. And so you want to make sure that these kind of things are not happening to you. And the way that we fix that is by being in front of them constantly, by uploading a list and marketing to them directly. So this is one of the most significant areas where anybody can grow their business in a very rapid way, is just by marketing to those past clients, their sphere of influence, the people that you have relationships with, because that's probably where a bulk of your business is going to come from anyway. So again, the lesson here, if you're not marketing to that group of people, you are leaving money on the table, period. So that is today's lesson, today's video on how to grow your business and keep scaling it by marketing to your sphere of influence, your past clients, your relationships. So with that, thanks for being here. If you found this video helpful and you want to see more content just like this, then give us a thumbs up, click that like button down below. That lets us know you appreciate it, and then we can create more content just like that to help you further your business. Lastly, also consider subscribing. So click the subscription button down below. Also click on the bell notification. That way you get notifications every time we push out brand new content so that you can get more tips and more tricks just like this one. Also, I'm going to put up a couple videos right up here that you can be using to grow your business, so make sure you watch those. And then lastly, I'm going to put some links down below in the description. Like I said, I'm going to put a link to that template, those templates that you saw, so you can see that document and get ideas of different ways to market to this group of people. And I'll also put a link down below to our website where you can learn more about the programs and the services that we offer, that if you're looking to grow your business in a significant way this year, we'd love to help you with that. So with that, that is today's video. Thanks for being here, and make it a great week, kill it in your business, and we will talk to you soon. Take care.